Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today guys we are hopping in with a brand new TEQ Perfect Cell. Well, I guess that's probably a false statement because he's obviously not brand new, but the Extreme Z Awakening for the TEQ Perfect Cell is of course brand new. I went ahead and I got him all the way to his final sort of portion of his Extreme Z Awakening. I just wanted to do that really quick here on today's video, and then we're going to do something pretty amazing, which I'm sure I've already spoiled in the title, but I wanted to do it with you guys. So let's back up, let's do this, let's click this little Awaken tab, let's go over here. Now I had to get a bunch of Zinni, I had to do some friend summons and everything else because this costs a lot. Just doing this final sort of piece costs 12 million. And I'm always broke. I'm always super low on Zinni. So let's go ahead. Let's do this. This will raise his max level, be able to go all the way up to level 140. This will also, I believe this is one that changes his passive and makes his super tech be able to go all the way up to 15 as well. And we'll talk about what this unit can do here in just a moment once we hop over to the other bit of this video that we are doing. And of course, we're going to try him out on this one category he fits on and the biggest boost you can possibly give to him, which is attack plus 170 from a leader, which is of course the Angel Intelligence Golden Frieza. So let's go ahead, and now that we've done this, before I do everything else, I just want to show you guys this, and I'm going to get it ready to go, and then we're gonna do it to it. So I've had this unit for years, literally years at this point, which is kind of a crazy thing to think about, but I've never invested orbs into him. So here today, because I pulled so many of them in the past, I did not have to pull on the banner that just went live. I already had Paz opened, SA 10, everything else. I think I explained that in another video. We're going to legitimately take this man from 0% all the way to Rainbow Star 100% because why not? So let me go ahead, let me get all that done, let me get him to SA 15, level 140, we'll rainbow him out, and then we'll test him out here on today's video. We have all of the potential orbs sort of selected and ready to go to make this man 100%. Really quickly though, let's talk about him real fast. What does this EZA do? Because I never actually talked about it here on the channel. It also, here's his base stats. He doesn't have any orbs into him or anything like that. That's his base stats at level 140 out of 140, completely Extreme Z Awakened. You beat all the way to Stage 30, which by the way, I did here on the channel. You guys can check it out. I'll put a link to it at the end of this one. You guys can click on and go check out. But real quick, let's look at him. He turns into Tech Key plus 3, HP attack defense plus 70% for his lead. His passive then goes from being a supreme damage modifier to an immense damage modifier, and whenever he does attack, he gets a 10% health regen, which is definitely nice. And then last but not least, the biggest change to him, which is definitely for him anyway, it goes from being attack defense plus I believe 12% to attack and defense plus 15% for every keister obtained. So it's not just tech orbs, it is all orbs, which it was all orbs before anyway, but just noting it. And because they seem to really be asphyxiated on making sure that if you get Rainbow Key, it does give you bonuses here. This is a key plus 1 for any Rainbow Key sphere obtained, similar to many other units. I think the EZA Gohan has it. Obviously, the Gogeta and LR Gogeta and Vegito have it. So it's becoming a very common thing. There's other units that have it too, if I'm not mistaken, but you guys get what I'm saying. Anyways, that is his EZA. That's everything that changed about. No new links or anything like that, which is super unfortunate because this guy's best link buddy, honestly, is probably the Angel AGL Perfect Cell that is exclusive to Global that came out with the Super Saiyan Angel Kaioken Goku and the Pikkon that are both exclusive to Global version. But anyways, without further ado, all that talking, let's make this guy completely 100% it out. As you can see there, I've been hanging on to a few tech orbs, plus there's a ton it gives you in the EZA. Let's do the thing. Are you ready for the shing? Here we go. Here we go. Come on, do it. Shing. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Now let's look at these stats. That is ridiculous. That is legitimately, I think, more than some of the free-to-play LRs now. Like, those stats are absolutely insane. These older units always get the bigger buffs instead of the sort of plus 15,000 split kind of differently between. They get significantly more. So anyways, guys, let me get loaded up and let's see what this man can do. SA 15 completely rainbowed out, completely maxed out and everything else. And I think we may have to change some orbs. We may have to nuke. We have to nuke with this guy and to see what he can really do. Alrighty, guys, we're a little ways into the Future Gohan event right now with our boy TEQ Perfect Cell. I'm not gonna. I actually nuked just a second ago just to test it out, but I'm gonna wait till we get a little bit farther in, and we're gonna see what he can do. Now, I purposely, obviously, didn't give the Bojack a super attack because I want to see, as long as he survives this, we don't get any sort of additionals. I want to see what the TEQ Perfect Cell could do in sort of just a normal situation. We aren't changing a bunch of stuff. 1.7 million damage. Of course, Big Bad Bosses is not activated there. If I wasn't I don't think we were at 80%. It didn't look like we were. So Big Bad Bosses was of course not active, so we weren't getting his full sort of damage potential. Again though, Big Bad Bosses is one of those where staying under 80% is not too hard, but it is definitely something that you do have to kind of sort of micromanage. All right, let's just get through this quickly here. I don't want to lollygag. We aren't necessarily here. This Resurrect Warriors team is not bad, but that's not really why we're here. Kid Buu, also a very good support unit, as long as you are above that 80% health sort of spot. You're getting that attack and defense plus 50% from him, which is definitely nice. Plus, he adds a little bit of extra to the team anyway. So what I like to do is maybe see a rotation with him. I also brought the physical Bardock because he does give Ki plus 2 and attack plus 20%, which is also not a bad sort of boost for the Survive Warriors team, because it is kind of lacking support units a little bit. Also, that Golden Frieza is rainbowed out. That Tech Golden Frieza is rainbowed out. The Intelligence Angel one is also, well, mine particularly, that was the friend one, but still. Actually, let's try it here. Let's just do it here. Let's do, well, actually, I think it's going to be the same. No, it's not. What is the link there? I must be not thinking of something, because there's definitely a link there that I'm definitely not thinking of. All right, let's nuke the board. Let's see what he can do. Let's do this. We're going to change those orbs, which actually, yeah, there's quite a few AGL ones on the board. Then we're going to do this. This should be pretty ridiculous. Even with Gohan's incredibly high defense, which was why I hopped in on this, I just wanted to see what we could do against this event, which has like the highest defense of any event in the game. He doesn't have a whole lot of gimmicks to him. He just has really high defense. All right, let's do, is this going to give us the most? It's going to give us the most. Right, here we go. All but 2 Ki Spheres on the board have been obtained. We're getting that sort of attack boost from the Bardock as well. Unfortunately, we are not under the threshold to get Big Bad Bosses to go off, but that's okay. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Bojack doing 2.8 million, not 286,000 damage, 4 million attack stat right now. Let's see if we get 1.7 million damage on this event. And you just saw, now Bojack did have type disadvantage, so there is that, but still, you just saw an LR Bojack that had a 1.7 million attack stat reduced all the way down to 270,000 or so. Or was it 3? I don't know. Now I'm getting confused on my. Now it's just like I'm in record mode and I'm like, what was that again? What was that again? All right, here we go. Let's do this really quick and then let's get one more round of him. That's a lot of orbs still yet, just sitting there. So, and physical Kid Buu will be back and we should stay above the threshold, I think, and we should be good. Depending on, well, we're not going to, because he did, actually, he really didn't do that much damage. For having type advantage on me, Intelligence Angel Golden Frieza is just awesome, though. You know what I mean? Let's see what Tech Golden Frieza does for a good comparison. This is a rainbowed SA-10 Tech Golden Frieza linked up with one of his best buddies, Angel Golden Frieza, doing 407,000. I'm not going to lie. Granted, we did have to change the entire board. That's a fairly ridiculous amount of damage output coming from that TEQ Perfect Cell. Honestly, one more rotation might even do it for us anyway. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. No. Let's do this. Let's do that. All right. This is just a this is basic, guys. I'm not really manipulating too much to make this happen. So let's just see what he does. Wow, dude, Bojack tanks for so much. That's insane, having type disadvantage and still tanking for that much. Okay, I did not have to do a whole lot there, and he's still doing almost a 3 million. That is amazing, dude. All right, he should tank this too. This should do like no damage, because we're getting that also the same thing on the same sort of flip side. We're getting that defense, 12 damage. Yes, TEQ Perfect Cell, man, that's insane. All right. Now that we've done this, I don't think it really matters too much. I saw what I want to saw. I'm going to try and get out of here, go find another Intelligence Angel Golden Frieza, go into an event that doesn't have this ridiculously high defense, and see what he can do with an entire board filled out. I just want to do it just because. I went ahead and loaded up into the Rose event because I was like, let's just give him type advantage and everything while we're at it. Let's see what he can do. I'm just gonna do it right here. Again, this is just sort of a just for fun thing, because if you were around when this guy released, the thing to do was to run the Tech Super Saiyan Blue Goku as the lead, and then run this guy and basically just survive until you got onto a rotation with him, turn the whole board into green orbs, or, you know, I mean, he can take any orbs, so it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I'm doing Tech orbs. It really doesn't, because he can use any, but I'm just doing Tech because why not? But anyways, and then just let him have at it and hopefully one-shot the event. So that was kind of sort of the whole point behind him. And so let's see what he does here today. Now, obviously, if I would hop in with a Tech Super Saiyan Blue Goku, I could probably see even more ridiculous amount of damage, but at least that part of it's not really so much realistic these days. You would hop in with this Resurrected Warriors team, but let's see what he does after this. This enemy attack is going to probably do double digits. Type disadvantage for the Rose, as well as that I just obtained an entire field of orbs. 3.7 million damage. Come on, see what you got. 3.5 million. You know, we got the crit earlier, so it's really not gonna probably matter too much, but I kind of wanted to see a little bit more than that, but it's fine. Anyways, that was mostly just for the culture of it, because that's how much that unit was used. But there you go, guys. That is this unit. He still did well. Let's be honest. I took on the event that has the highest defense in the game right now, and even on the situation where I didn't change the board, I just took the orbs that were available to me, he still did good damage, and he still tanked really, really well. So I've seen a lot of people sort of downplay his awakening to some extent, but in all honesty, I feel like he's actually a pretty decent one. I mean, plus 15% whenever he obtains any type of orb is really good. Is really, really good. So there you go, guys. That is a rainbowed TEQ Perfect Cell. We'll probably use him in a couple more videos, but I just really wanted to awaken him today, test him out, see what we could do, and of course, do a huge throwback to back in the day of how and why we used this unit. So there you go, guys. That is today's video. If you enjoyed it, consider slapping a like button. If you are new to the channel and you're not done so yet, consider going down there, hitting that red subscribe button. If it's not red, that means you're already subbed, so don't go anywhere. Guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix sign off, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.